What up? My name is Jason. I'm an inspiring entrepreneur. I'm really trying to, quit the 9 to 5, if you will, and really help people lose weight. Online nutrition and fitness coaching. Got a website. Not very good website. I did it myself. Not a lot of time. I work 80 hours a week. This video is specifically just to acknowledge the difficulty in being successful. And what your idea of success, everyone's different, but for me, it's basically to wake up every day doing what you want. That's my idea of success. I got my first dollar today, online, my first dollar online. I work 80 plus hours a week, and it's really hard to work on a side business when I work as much as I do. I literally work half my life, basically, on a daily basis. Take days off, once every 2 months, maybe. But this year, I'm going to be just focusing on working as much as I possibly can. No vacations or anything, and that way I can quit next year and really take this business sink or swim. If I quit my job and I have a good little nest egg, I don't have to worry about, stress about, oh man, the bills are coming in and I don't have a good chunk of money and this, that, and the third. So it's one of the perks of working as much as you do. You're able to, save up. One of the things is advertisement. Instead of, you basically just pay for your presence. I don't have a social media yet. I'm still working on it. However, I do want to say that I made my first dollar. I just want to go back to that. It's been like 6 months, honestly. I've tried to start up like 7 businesses, quite frankly, and they all failed, obviously. That's why I'm still trying. For 8 years now, I've been trying. So, a little backstory. This is in 2020. I worked in the oil field, as I do now. I worked in the oil field, and I basically wanted to start a food truck. I lost my job, COVID, and I had enough money. I wanted to start a food truck. I didn't know about COVID. No one did. In the beginning of COVID, or the beginning of 2020. So I bought everything as far as, the equipment. I bought everything except for the food truck. And so, sure enough, I thought I was ready. Looking for a truck. Thought I was ready. Boom, COVID hit. Everything is shut down, and basically, boom. But just starting up the food truck, I definitely, went overboard on the learning, which I didn't really go overboard, but just learning, implementing, writing the business plan, and doing all that stuff, and it failed. Well, I believe COVID, so it failed before it ever happened. Then I went back home to Tucson, Arizona. I was in North Dakota. North Dakota, there's not really much to do, especially home. There's lakes, there's mountains, there's trails, there's culture, all that. North Dakota, I believe, lacks a little bit of that. So I went back home, and I wanted to start a tree cutting business. I'm definitely, all the businesses I've ever started did not have, expertise, be an expert in it. So I, got my jobs, and then I try to learn the skill, just enough, there's people who, go to school and learn business, they get an MBA, and then there's some people who just do it, and they just learn, you know what I mean? I prefer that way, you can't really learn how to ride a bike, you just gotta do it. Or by reading books, you just gotta do it. And you learn, and you just learn, and you learn. That's the one thing that, this online training business, dude, it's so rough. You know what I mean? It's like I've spent over $2,000, just about $2,000. Made ads and Facebook ads. I do use my girlfriend's account. I don't have, or my wife, whatever. My bad. I don't have, social media, which I believe it's one of the issues. No social presence, no social proof. Can't really, find trust, I guess, because all they're buying is an emblem. You know what I mean? So they go to my website. They fill out a lead form. They fill out a quick assessment, and they, have the ability to book a call on the last page, on the thank you page, and then if they don't book a call immediately, what I'll do is send them an email, basically with the offer. And out of the few leads, or quite a bit of leads that I've got, I only got to 3, and then stuff happens. They had family emergencies, and then we had people. So most of the clients that I was doing, I was giving away for free, so I wanted testimonials. And then after a month, I charged them, or after 6 weeks, I charged them, and it didn't work out the way I anticipated. I feel like every time I did my weekly check-ins, they were like, "Yeah, you're doing great." I asked them what I could do to improve, their time with me, and how I can improve, what I can give them, what resources I give them to help them. I answer all their questions, and it really never, they always said good. They never really had any, response like, man, I wish you kind of did this, or, throughout the week, maybe you should try this. Everyone's like, you're doing really good. And I try to be blunt with them. I tell them, like, this is your time right now to really just tell me how I can improve, because I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it to help you. And that's my goal, is to help you. I really want to help people. And they're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, they're like, can't do it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, all right. Sales is not really. I'm learning sales. I'm doing my best to learn sales. Learning tonality. Your pause, your verbal cues. Your basically your 90% listening, 10% speaking, and when you are speaking, you're just asking more questions. I've heard that the person who's asking the questions is in control of the conversation. So there's that. That's besides the point. The big point is that I made my first $1 online, and it was through a cookbook. It was through a cookbook, dude. So the cookbook, high protein recipes. So what I did specifically is I wrote an ebook, and I gave it away for free. And I used the Facebook lead form to basically get the people's first name, last name, and their email. And I was going to send them their PDF of the book. It's called Eat Big, Get Lean. It's my first book. So I ended up doing the email, and I was sending them the email like, oh, here's the book you requested. However, I learned that my email was going to spam, and which I don't understand why it's spam. I don't ever spam all the emails that I've got, and they've either filled out the assessment or they gave it to me. So I'm not sure how it's got spammed. Whatever, it is what it is. I know there's 9 things that it could potentially be, but it is what it is. So what I decided to do is update my Facebook ad to where they fill out the form. It opens up a chat with them, and basically the chat is them. That's their engagement, to where Facebook allows you to message them. I have my girl's Facebook page. It's called Fitness Foodies and Friends. We're married, basically, so we live together, and we basically, I don't have any control of it. I just hop on the computer, and then I just go on it, business.facebook.com or whatever. So yeah, now I set up the ad campaign to where it opens up the chat, and then I send them the file through the chat. And then what I do is once they open up the chat, I then follow up with them, basically like, hey, here's the cookbook, please let me know if you get a chance to cook these recipes. Let me know what you feel about it, just something like that. I eventually want to, say, hey, what's the reason behind getting the cookbook? Is it, do you have goals for the cookbook as far as, wanting to lose weight, or are you just looking for a variety? Whatever they say, not a lot of people will respond. That's the big thing. Not a lot of people respond. However, we have their email, and we have their open chat, so we can always, I feel like it's a week, give them the email, and then it's a week to say, basically, hey, if you're trying to lose weight, then there you go. We have this online nutrition and fitness coaching. You'll get 4 weeks free. All you gotta do is get the onboarding process. So that's what I'm hoping it comes out. And so Another thing is that I went through self-publishing Amazon. I converted that PDF into basically it's pretty easy. You just have the PDF and then you send it to Amazon. They approve it. You make the title cover. I was using Canva, and so that was that. Pretty easy process, honestly. We had an app on the computer where you put in the recipes and it'll automatically get the cookbook for you. And it's nothing special at all. You can change the font, style, where you want the cookbook on the right, you want the cookbook on, or the picture on the right, the picture on the left, you want, right in the middle, change the font, change the lettering size, just, very simple stuff. However, we used that and we put it onto Amazon, and then we used, like I said, Canva for the title, or the cover, and boom, we got it. So I was running an ad for that, $30 a day. Plus, we were messaging those people that they wanted the free ebook. So I feel like there's something there. Third, Amazon doesn't give you immediate responses or updates. So if somebody bought my book right now, I would not know for at least 3 or 4 days. The book was 247 in high protein. The book's been about a week old now. So the book was in 247 and now it's at 348, and I'm not really worried about the ranks. It's more of, how do I know if it's doing a good job, the sales or the advertisement, the marketing. So that's one thing I gotta kink out. What I'm thinking about doing is turning on the campaigns. Oh yeah, and I stopped the campaigns, and I ran an Amazon campaign where it's a sponsored Amazon. The first time I got denied because you cannot get emojis in the ad description. So I updated that and now it's published. I don't know how good it's doing. I don't know. But what I do know is that I got my first sale, and I don't know whether it came from a Facebook ad. I don't know if it came from the group chat, but I do know that I got my first sale, and it does take 3 or 4 days. How I know this is because someone else bought it. A coworker bought it, and I didn't know until he just came. He's like, "Yo, man, I just searched your name. Your book came up. Boom." I'm like, "Cool." Well, I told him, and then he searched my name, and it popped up. But he showed me the order and it still hasn't showed up. He said he bought the hardcover. I looked at the order, it said hardcover, and it still hasn't showed up, and that was like 4 days ago. So I don't know why it's taking so long, but I did get one order. Don't know where it came from, but my book dropped about 100 rankings. So I went from 247-ish to 340-ish. So I have no idea if it sells, but I do know I got one order. I got $4 from it. So that is sick. That's my first order in like 6 months. My first online business, my first dollar online. It took me 6 months. There were so many times where, you just get troubled, and I literally work, and then I work on the business. I wake up at 4 in the morning every morning, do 2 hours on the computer. I get back, and if there's something I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. And it kind of sucks. I get really tired. My memory is kind of like shaky just from not sleeping as much as I possibly can. Like I can't even remember what I eat for breakfast every morning. Like there's things where I just keep forgetting. And sure, days off sounds good, sleep, whatever, but I'd rather have this business to where I can quit my job. That's the biggest thing. I just want to work from home. That's the online business. I definitely want to let you know, if you're another business, you can simply write an ebook about something simple. It could be so simple. This is how you get leads, real cheap leads. Now the quality of them, there's some, there's it's not the greatest quality. I'm sure you can set up your Facebook form to have all the quality leads for you. Like if you're landscape, you say, "Hey, do you have grass?" Or your lead magnet could be like 7 ways to keep your yard beautiful or whatever. And then on the contact form you can have, if you're local, are you in this state? Or there's ways that you can do it. Roofing, 7 signs that your roof needs repair. You have, this, and then you say, "Hey, freaking, if you do have a leaky problem, call us up." You send them the report, and on the bottom of the report be like, "Yo, if you have any of these symptoms, you can call us for a free consultation." You can probably advertise local, but just stuff like that. For the lead magnet, I got a lot of lead magnets that I want to implement, and basically with the online nutrition and fitness coaching is basically I'm just targeting people who want to lose weight or get big. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. The nutrition, you could just do on Trainerize. But yeah, got made my first dollar, 6 months online. It took a very long $2,000 ad spend, and it's not even what I'm doing. It's freaking cookbook. That's what gave me my first dollar. Peace out.